It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Next on Madden Football.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Namath to throw from the outset. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Namath. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Namath. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Off the play fake, it's Namath. And Martin's got it, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun is Namath. This one brought in by Corbett. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 2nd down, Martin. Oh, good footwork on the spin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's complete. It's Green here. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. 2nd and 9 from the 44. On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Martin. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run it again with Martin. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Namath. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
1st down, Cincinnati.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Complete to A.J. Green. A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They run for it with Mixon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 13 sets them up 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Burrow will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here, because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Bengals score. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando and the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for Cincinnati. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Jets, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half, as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Now Burrow on first down. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Burrow's throw complete there to Johnson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead, pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
Well, you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. Little slant route, all about timing there, partner.
And the timing, everything well executed.
Let's roll.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Second and 9.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, this from 34.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Martin. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle made that time by B.J. Hill.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Namath.
And a throw right sideline is complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
They'll run. Martin.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Zerline good with a PAT, and they will put them on top here in the third. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
To throw on 2nd and 6.
Burrow. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mixing up the middle. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. but he could not pull it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll try and wind some clock down with Martin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run over center with Martin. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll try the middle with Martin. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the gun, it's Namath. Open man, Kravette, he's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.